Let me start today's session. Today we are discussing about what are the data types and what are the rules to write table names and column names. In the last video, we have discussed what is data model. Data model is a diagram. It contains objects, properties, relations. Object is nothing but entity in the business. In the live business, object means existing entity. Employee is one entity. Product is entity. Transaction is entity. Okay. So the data model name is ER model. ER model means entity relationship model. So in this diagram, we should design entities, properties, relationship between entities. Based on that design, we will start the development of database that we discussed in the last video. So we know how to create a table also. We know how to create a table. The first command we discussed in the last video is create command. How to create a table. Create table, table name, and open bracket, column name, data type, size, comma, column 2, data type, size. So this is the sample table, example table. Okay, table created. But before creating table, we have to know what are the rules we have to follow. What are the rules we have to follow before writing table name or before writing column name? For example, let me create a table now. Create table. One moment, guys, one moment. Here I am creating one spool file. Users Dell desktop, and this is about create command. Maybe you have a doubt, sir, what is a spool file? Spool file means it is a text file. Whatever I am typing here, query, program, anything, whatever I am typing here, and whatever the response from the database, both will be saved under this text file. So if I share this file with you, then you can refer that document. So what I have practically done in our session and what is the answer from database. It's easy to understand the subject. Let me create a table. Create table EMP details. Employee ID, it is a number 3, and employee name, this is varchar 220. It will display error. Why it is displaying error? There is a mistake. One more query. Create table 1 2 3, column 1, it's a number, column 2, this is date. It is saying here invalid option in this creation. Here invalid table name. Why it is displaying these errors? So before writing table name or column name, we have to follow some rules. Table name, this is the table name. The table name should not contain any spaces. Don't use spaces in the table name. And table name or column name should begin with alphabet. Table name or column name should begin with alphabet. Here, if the table name is beginning with digit, it's invalid. Here, there is a space. This is also invalid. So what are the rules we have to follow? Let me explain about rules. See, naming rules. These rules we have to follow before writing table names. Not only table names, object names, column names. Object means table name, view name, index name, sequence name, any name, column name also, variable name also. See, first point, table name should start with the alphabet. Table name should be beginning with the alphabetic character. And within the name, within the table name or column name, you can use alphabets, capital and small, digits, and also these symbols, @ dollar, hash, underscore, @ hash, underscore. Next, and one point I'm covering, be careful. Generally, don't use these things. Why? Because @ symbol has a special meaning. If you observe here, what is the command I am giving? @ after @ there is a database name. Next, dollar. It is a prompt in Unix operating system. If you are working with Unix, don't use dollar. Hash. In the Unix operating system, hash is the prompt for the administrator. But you can use underscore at anywhere, no problem. Okay, within the name, you can use these characters. So this is valid. EMP123, beginning with alphabet, no space is there, no invalid symbols. And this is also valid. Next, names are not case sensitive. Names are not case sensitive. You can write table name or column name in capital case, small case, mixed case. All are same. Next, within the table, don't use duplicate column names. Within the table, don't use duplicate column names. Within your user account, don't use duplicate table names. In your user account, suppose yesterday we have created EMP table. Yesterday we have created EMP table. So EID number 3. Let me create this. See, already in our user account, employee table is already existed. See, name is already used by an existing object. So don't use duplicate table names or column names. Next, don't use predefined keywords. Predefined keywords as a table name or column name. What is a predefined keyword? Table, it's a predefined keyword. Create, predefined command. Select, predefined command. Don't use that words as table name or column name. For example, create table, column name C1, it's a number, enter. Invalid table name. Invalid table name, because this is a predefined keyword. So don't use it as a table name. Next, within the name, don't use spaces. Within the name, don't use spaces. Minimum length of the name is 1 character. and maximum length of the name is 30 characters. Generally, minimum length of the name is 1 character and maximum length of the name is 30 characters. These are valid names. These are valid names. Here, invalid names. Here you have a space, invalid. Dot is not valid in the name. So this is beginning with digit. The name should beginning with alphabet. Here hyphen is not valid. Table, it's a predefined keyword or reserved word. It's not valid. So before writing a table name or column name, you have to follow these rules. So if you read 1 or 2 times, you can easily remember. Okay, now one more point. Before creating a table, we should know about this. What is this? Data type size. So how do we know the data types? Data type names, it's a data type name. It is a data type name. These names are given by Oracle company. These names are given by Oracle company. What is the use of data type? See, one interview question, guys. Why? Because we are discussing about data types. General interview question. How many data types in Oracle? How many data types in Oracle? Immediately, the student is replying char, varchar2, number, date. That is wrong. In Oracle, we have 2 categories of data types. Only 2 categories. Built-in data types or predefined data types. Another one, user-defined data types. Built-in data types are available in SQL. User-defined data types are available in PLSQL. Remember, so 2 types of data types. One is built-in, another one is user-defined. Built-in types we are using in SQL. User-defined types not valid in SQL. User-defined data types we will use under a program. Remember. Okay, what is the use of data type? Now I want to explain here. Suppose you are creating a table. Let me write a table here. Let me write a table. Create table EMP. Employee ID number 4. Employee name varchar2 10. Employee salary number 5. Employee designation varchar2 10. Employee join date. Employee join date. Join date is what type of data? Date type data. So what type of data? Date type data. Next, employee phone number, number type data. Mail ID, character type data. Employee photo, it's a long type data or long raw. This is a long raw data type or simply raw data type. Raw. Close. So how many columns? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 columns. How many columns you have? 6 columns. Let me take a table. Let me take a table. So this is your table. What are the columns? Let me write the columns here. What are the columns? EMP, okay, EID, ENAME, salary, salary, designation, join date, and last one, photo. How many columns in this table? You have 6 columns. First column, second column, third column, and fourth column, fifth and sixth columns. Okay. Now, what is the use of each data type? What is the use of each data type? Each data type represent the type of data allowed into a table. Each data type represent the type of data allowed into a table. Here, into employee ID column, only number type data is valid. It will allow only number type data. Into ename column, only character type data is valid. Into salary column, only number type values are allowed. Into designation column, only character type values allowed. Into join date column, only date type values are valid. Into photo column, only binary data is allowed. So data type represent the type of data allowed into a column. Data type represent the type of data. Data type represents the type of data allowed into a column. First point. Second point, based on data type and size, physical memory reserved for values. Based on data type and size, physical memory, I will explain about this point. Physical memory is reserved for the values. What is the second point? See, you have created a table. Fine. Into this table, in future, you will insert data. If you will insert data, the data permanently stored. Data permanently stored. So permanently stored means the values occupy physical memory. How much memory required for each value? That is decided by data type and size. The physical memory reserved for values based on data type and size. This is the meaning of data type. I hope you understand, guys. Any questions up to here? The detailed explanation is not completed. I am explaining right now. Up to here, I hope you understand what is data type and why is data type.
Sir, I have one doubt.
Yes, Pritam.
Though, sir, I have missed initial lectures, so I just wanted to confirm once.
Hmm.
The skill which we are learning is Oracle SQL, right?
Yes.
Okay, sir. And PLS skill also will be of
Hmm.
Oracle only, right?
Yes.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Right.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yes. Yes. Tell me, madam.
Sir, what is the war care 2?
Ah,
Here, what is the
hmm.
2?
Hmm. I am explaining that point. First, I hope you understand. I hope you understand what is the use of data type. Right, madam? Now I am explaining what is the name of, what is the use of each name. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Let us see, guys. In the world, you have only 4 types of data. Yet anywhere in the universe, you have 4 types of data. What is that? First one, character data. Student names. It's a character data. Student paid some fee. It's a number type data. Character data, number type data, date type data, and binary data. In the universe, we have 4 types of data. That is character data, number type data. You can watch here. Character
Yes.
data, number type data, date data, binary data. You can go to anywhere in the world. Only you have 4 types of data. What is character data? What are the characters? Anything from your keyboard, everything from your keyboard is considered as character data. Character data contains alphabets, digits, symbols, anything. Next, number type data contains digits, plus symbol or minus symbol, and there is a decimal point also. This is numeric data. Under numeric data, these points only valid. Date. In the date, we have date value, month number, year number. In the date, binary data. Binary data means images, logos, audio files, video files. So nowadays, social media is the biggest communication path for so many people. In that, like WhatsApp, you can share text messages, you can share images, and you can share emojis. Different feeling symbols are there. Everything is known as text is always character data, but images are known as binary data. Let me explain each and every point here. Character data. Character data contains alphabets, digits, and symbols. Character data, 2 types. Character data, 2 types. See, fixed length character values. What is that? Fixed length character values and variable length character values. Fixed length character values and variable length character values. What is a fixed length character value? For example, PAN card number, vehicle registration number, vehicle registration number. This is called as fixed length characters. In India, in any PAN number, its length is 10 characters. Some characters are there, some digits are there. Understand? You can take any PAN card number, right? Then you have to use fixed length characters. To store fixed length characters, Oracle is providing 2 data type names. One is char, another one is nchar. Char, nchar. So what is char? It is a data type name. It will reserve fixed length memory for each value. It will reserve fixed length memory for each value. For example, I want to take another column name. Suppose the column name is PAN number. If this is my column name, what is the data type I have to use? Use the data type char and size is 10. What will happen? In this column, if you enter any value into this column, if you enter any value, for each value, it will reserve 10 character length memory. In each PAN number, how many, what is the length of each PAN number? 10 characters. So for each PAN card number, it is reserving 10 character length memory. Don't use this data type. Don't use this data type to the employee name. Sir, why? Why? There is a reason. Suppose my first employee name, let me take Ganesh, 6 characters. Ajay, 4 characters. Vijay, 5 characters. Jay, just 3 characters. Observe carefully a small point. If you are using this data type to this column, employee name column, what will happen? For each value, it will reserve 10 character length memory. But we don't need 10 character length. How many characters in Ganesh? 6. So it needs 6 character length memory. Ajay, it needs only 4 character length memory. Vijay, it requires only 5 character length memory. Understand? So for the employee name type of column, don't use char data type. Don't use char data type, but PAN number, Aadhaar number, vehicle registration number, for these kind of hall ticket number, for these kind of values, use the data type char. Is it clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. So char is valid for, only use char data type for fixed length values. To store fixed length values into a column, for that column use char data type. Nchar, actually it will support any global language. Present we are storing data only in English, but I want to store data in French, in Tamil, in Telugu, in Hindi, in Marathi, in Gujarati, right? So how to store data in local language or in any form of global language? Then use the data type nchar. Both are same. It will support only English, but it will support any global level language. One more point here, guys. If you want to store global language, at 3 levels, we have to follow globalization methods. At 3 levels, we have to follow globalization methods. So that 3 levels are web page level and web server level and database server level. Database server level. At all these 3 levels, if the global languages are supported, then only you are able to store global language data. Next one. I hope everybody clear about this. Char. So what is
Sir,
the, yes, tell me.
Sir, I just wanted to ask, you said that if you have to save anything in database with the local language, like you said Tamil,
Hmm.
Marathi, English, XYZ
Hmm.
language. So
Okay.
if we keep n character data type in our
Hmm.
database, okay,
Hmm.
and you
Hmm.
said we have to manage everything at three levels, like web page level and server level,
Server
okay.
level and database server level. Hmm.
Yeah, that three level.
Hmm.
Then the
Hmm.
language which is inputted by the user will
Hmm.
get as it is in the database, or it will get encrypted.
No, not encrypted. As it isly, the data will be stored.
Okay, okay, sir.
So,
That was my
yeah,
question. Thank you.
yeah. Next.
I think
Yes.
the reason for enabling at all these three levels is even though if you enable at database level and if
Hmm.
you are not allowing from the web or server level, it is useless, right? And that's the reason, right?
Yes. See, web page means it's a user interface. User interface always should be user friendly. User interface always should be user friendly. That's why we are seeing so many languages here. So Google, it's a communication providing, right? Browser. So you can browse the information in Hindi or in any of these languages. Okay.
Yes.
Next.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, even though if you enable it database level, without
Mhm.
enabling at the web page level, it is useless. So we have to
Yes.
enable it three levels.
Yes, yes, that's why globalization criteria we have to follow at three levels: web page level, web server level, and database server level.
Okay, so if you, I mean, probably there might be a setting like ANSI in the data while setting up the database server.
Yes,
Okay. So if you fail to enable or if you didn't enable that, you won't be able to use MCAR.
yes,
Okay. So
yeah,
probably some kind of exception will come like this is not supported.
yes, exactly. Even see,
Sir,
yes, madam, tell me.
sir, NCAR is also for the fixed length for any language.
Yes,
Thank you, sir.
okay. Then, what is the size of these data types? What is the maximum size? Here, I think I have used something like 10 here, right? So how much maximum size I can use? You can use up to 2000. What is the maximum size? You can use up to 2000 for both char and nchar. This is the maximum size for the data types char and nchar. Next one, where you see character data for the fixed length characters, we are using char. For the variable length characters, what are the data types? To store different length of values, Oracle is providing these data type names. So what are the names? Varchar2, n varchar2, long, club, varchar2, n varchar2, long, and club. What is this? Understand carefully. Varchar2, variable character length values. Like see here for the employee names, let me take employee names. Here Ganesh, it needs 6 character length value, character length memory. Vijay, 5 character length memory. Jaya, 4 character length memory. And J, just it needs 3 character length memory. Different values require different length memory. Different length of values I will insert into this column. For this kind of column, use the data type varchar2. I think some of the person Jaya is asking, sir, what is 2? Okay, actually in the old versions, varchar data type is there. Varchar data type maximum size 2000 bytes. What is the maximum size? 2000 bytes. Varchar 2 means 2 into 2000 maximum size it will support. Hold on, just I want to write a point here. Let us see. Char data type maximum size 2000. Varchar data type maximum size 2000. And later, in the later versions, varchar 2 maximum size 4000. Understand it properly. Here, so much information is there. This is the data type to store fixed length values. Maximum size 2000. This data type to store variable length values. Maximum size 2000 characters only. Fixed length values, variable length values. So after Oracle 9i, we have varchar 2. This is replaced with varchar 2. So second version of varchar. What is this? 2 means second version of varchar. It will store variable length values with maximum size 4000 characters. Hope you understand.
Yeah, got it.
Okay. Now, n varchar 2. What is n varchar 2? It is similar to varchar 2. But it is similar to varchar 2. But it will support global languages. Long. It is also similar to varchar 2. It is also similar to varchar 2. See guys, before Oracle 12c, varchar 2 maximum size is 4000 bytes or 4000 characters. 1 byte means 1 character. Okay, fine. From Oracle 12c, the size, maximum size of varchar 2 increased to 32,767 bytes. 32,767 bytes. From Oracle 12c, the maximum size changed to 32,767 bytes. Before 12c, 4,000 bytes. From 12c, 32,767 bytes. Long is also similar to varchar 2. It will store variable length values. It will also store variable length values. Its maximum size is 2 GB. Its maximum size is 2 GB. CLOB, character large object. What is that? Character large object. It will store character value. It will store character value with the maximum size 4 GB. So remember, to store variable length character values, we can use varchar 2. Okay. Next, this is about character data types. Number type data. Number type data has digits, minus symbol, and also decimal point. Now, numeric data, 2 types, negative values to positive values. Number data types support negative values and positive values. Basically, number type values, two types: integers, decimal numbers. Integers and decimal numbers. To store integers, this is the data type name. To store decimal numbers, this is the data type name. Again, I'm repeating. To store integer, integer means without decimal point. So if you want to store rounded numbers without decimal point, use the data type number within the brackets P. P for precision. What is P? P means, precision means maximum length of the value. Maximum length of the value represented by P. So don't confuse. Here I am explaining. Say salary. For the salary, I am using this data type. Okay, for the salary, I am using this data type, number 5 for the salary column. So here you can enter the values like this. 0, yes, it is valid. 10,000, valid. 45,000, valid. 125, valid. 1, valid. Minus 9,999, it is also valid. It is also valid. And of course, according to your business, negative salary invalid. Okay, but according to data type, it is valid. According to data type, it is valid. What is 5? 5-digit length value. Maximum you can use 5-digit length value. Means minus 99,999 to 99,999. In this range, you can use any value, that value accepted by salary column. So what is 5? Maximum length of the value into this column. Next one. What is another data type? Number, precision, comma, scale. To store decimal numbers, use number, precision, comma, scale. What is precision? Maximum length of the value. What is scale? Maximum length of the decimal part. Maximum length of the decimal part. For example, let me take the column. See, here our data type is like this. Number 7, 3 or 8, 3. Let me take 8, 3. So maximum length of the value 59,340.235. Next value I am inserting 12.75. Next value minus 149. Next value 99,999.1234. Everybody find out which values are valid and which values are invalid. First, see here, this is valid. Why? What is the total length? Don't count decimal point, only count digits. What is the total length? 8. What is the length of the decimal part? 3. So this size is within the limits of this size? Yes. Okay, so this is valid. First value is valid. Total length 8, maximum scale length is 3, so it's valid. Here total length is 4. Decimal part length is only 2. So maximum you can use 8, but here we have only 4. Maximum you can use 3 digits. Here we have only 2. This is also valid value. Second value is also valid. Third value, precision is 3. Total length. Scale value. Scale means decimal point. After decimal point, what is the length? 0. So 3 less than or equal to 8. 0 less than or equal to 3 within the limits. So third value is also valid. Third value is also valid. Come to here, guys. Fourth is invalid. Why? 5 nines plus 4 decimal part digits. 5 plus 4, total length 9. After the decimal part, you have 4 digits. The length is 4. So 9 greater than 8. Maximum we have to use 8-digit length value, but it was exceeded. Invalid. If the value failed with precision or scale, automatically value is invalid. Hope you understand. So 8 is representing total length, maximum length of the value. Only count digits. Yes, tell me.
So sorry.
No problem. Tell me. Hello. Not able to hear you. I think please check your mic. Hello.
So now I'm audible to you?
Yes. Tell me.
Yeah. Sir, here you wrote on salary column number 8,3 in the bracket, right?
Okay.
So just I wanted to clear this 8 is including this 5934.325
Yes.
or
Oh,
we should only
including.
consider,
No,
sorry?
including.
Okay, including the scale and decimal point, right?
Yes.
Okay. Means
Including.
means we have to means integer also come in that and decimal points will also calculated in that, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Mona Lisa. Wait a moment, guys. One of your friend is asking a question. Both varchar and char, we are specifying the parameter which will fix the length. Then we can take PAN number as varchar to 10, even if the length is fixed. Okay. Madam, you can take varchar to 10 for the PAN card number column. But the problem is, so by mistake, suppose you are using varchar2 here. Assume that you are using varchar2. By mistake, you are entering a value, PAN card number, with 12 character length value. By mistake, I am using 12 characters. Then, if it is varchar2, it will accept. So actually, you can use varchar to 10, but according to business standards and database standards, for the fixed length value columns, use char. You can also use varchar to 10, no problem.
And one more reason is if you use char, it will take only 2000 bytes, and if you take varchar2, it will be double, right?
Yeah, not double, uh,
4000.
maximum length, 4000 character length value you can enter.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so many people misunderstanding, guys. Here, see, suppose I am writing, there is a column. Okay, let me take the column is 4 characters. Okay, so C2, another column. So here varchar2, 4 only, right? I am inserting, listen carefully, guys. I am inserting a value ABC. Okay, A, okay, XY, fine. Here I am inserting same values. ABC, A, XY. Understand it carefully. Here, for each value, according to data type and size, for each value, 4 character length memory reserved. Fixed length memory reserved by char data type. You may use it, you may not use it, but it will reserve 4 character length memory for each value. So 4 character length memory, again 4 character length memory, again 4 character length memory. Okay, but here, see, but here, only how many characters here? 3. So only 3 character length memory reserved. Only 1 character length memory reserved. Only 2 character length memory reserved. Here your memory is not wasting. Here your memory is wasted. Here memory not wasting, here memory wasting. So that's why for the different length values, don't use this data type. For example, I want to maintain country codes. I want to maintain country codes like IND, USA, some other code, right? If you are maintaining country codes like this, in each country code, you are maintaining 3 characters fixed. Every country code should contain 3 characters. So means each value has 3 characters. At that case only use this data type. Hope you understand.
Yes, okay.
Yeah. Next one. This is about numbers and character data. Date type data. Date type data. What is date type data? What is today date? Generally, what is today date? So 25th, something like 06 and 2021. We will write the date value like this. In our country, in USA, in different countries will follow different formats. 2021 and 06 and 25. In other countries, 2021, 05, not 05, 25, date at last month 06. Different countries following different date formats. But in any date value, what are the common components you are seeing? Date value, month number, year number. Date value, month number, year number. So if you want to store any date value, for that column, use the data type date. For that column, use the data type date. Oracle is providing Oracle is providing a data type name date. Data type name is date. It will store a fixed date format like this. It is supporting a fixed date format like this: DD MON YY. DD MON YY. So for example, 22 John 19. 22 John 19 means 22nd January 2019. Immediately you have a doubt, sir, you are saying 2019, why don't it is 1919, 1819? By default, if you enter a date value like this, hold a moment, here I want to show you. If you insert a date value like this, 20 May 19, it is considered as 2019. If you want to store 1919, enter the value like this: 20 May 1919. Then internally date value stored like this. Internally within the database, date value stored like this. But visually, you can see the date value like this only. Visually, by default, Oracle will display last 2 digits of year number. Visually, the year number displayed only last 2 digits. For example, see here, insert value like 22nd John 1920. This is for example. So internally the date value stored like this, 1920. Visually you can see only 20. Immediately you may have a doubt, sir, can I see the complete year number? By default it is displaying like this, but I want to see complete year number. Can I see it? Yes. By using the function extract, you can see complete year number. Okay, in the functions you will understand. Remember guys, Oracle has a predefined date format, DD MON YY. Digits of date, first 3 characters of month name, last 2 digits of year number. Next one. This is about date data type. What is the data type name? Only date. Now, binary data data types: raw, long raw, blob, enclob, b file. These data types are valid to store binary data, maybe image, logo, audio, video files. So raw data type maximum size 32,767 bytes. Long raw, it is also storing binary data. Its maximum size 2 GB. Blob, binary large object. It will support maximum size 4 GB. Enclob, it is a mixed data. Enclob means multi-character data. Text data, character data and binary data, both supported by enclob. Maximum size 4 GB. B file, in case if any value, text file, text data or text data or binary data. If the value size exceeding 4 GB, then we can maintain the file as an external file. If you want to read data from external file, then use the pointer b file. If you want to write data onto the external file, use the file b file pointer. Don't worry about binary data types right now. These data types we will discuss in PLSQL. Only through programs we can insert binary values and we can extract binary values through PLSQL program only. Clear, guys? Any questions up to here?
Sir, I have a
Hmm.
okay. Someone is asking. Let him speak.
No, just he is saying clear. So you can ask me.
Okay, thank you, sir. Sir,
Yeah.
actually, I have a doubt here in a
Hmm.
date.
Hmm.
Like you said that 22nd Jan 19. Sir,
Hmm.
here we have mentioned 19.
Hmm.
Like if we write 2019 and 1919, so how it will be stored? How we'll get to know it is stored as 1919 or 2019 in the
Okay,
year section?
one moment.
Yes, sir.
Just I have connected with a different user account. So here I have some table is there. That's why EMBS. Tell me your doubt right now.
Yes, sir. Actually, I have a doubt in date
Hmm.
format.
Hmm.
As you said, we have a default date format for Oracle, that is DD-MON
Hmm.
hyphen
Hmm.
YY.
Why?
Okay.
Okay. Hmm.
So I have a question. When
Hmm.
storing 2 digits for year, so if
Ah.
we have to enter
Hmm.
1920 and 2020, so how it will be displayed? Like it will.
Okay. Yeah. Let me show you.
Okay, sir.
Select.
So you
Select.
got my question, right?
Yeah. I got your question. For
Okay, sir.
one value, you are using 1920.
Yes, sir.
For another value, you are using 2020.
Yes, sir.
Okay. By default, it will show 20 only, last 2 digits only.
Yes, sir.
Okay. But how to know the complete year number? That is your question.
Yeah, complete year number, and if we enter two values, that is 1920 and 2020, what will it be storing in the database? Like,
In the database, 1920 stored as 1920 only. In
okay,
the database, 2020 stored as 2020 only.
okay,
But visually, see here, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. I
yes, sir.
hope so. Some of the values are 1920 here. Some of the
Yes, sir.
values are 1920. This is old batch data. Let me select extract year from join date. Year number. This is title from EMPS. Here all values are 2020 only. Here actually only you are seeing last 2 digits. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it is saying internally they are stored as 2020. One moment, guys. Here for these three people, I want to maintain join date value. Just a moment, 1 minute. Update EMBS set join date equal to what is the join date? 18 Feb 1921 or 1920, anything, where e name in, what are the names? Swati, comma, Sri, comma, Divya. Finish. 3 rows updated. Select star from EMPS. What it is saying? For the first 2 employees, 20 only. For the next 3 employees, actually internally 1920, but we are seeing only 20. So how can I see the complete year number? Now see.
Yes, sir.
2020 storing, visually you can see 2020. For these 3 people, we have inserted 1920. So the complete year number is 1920 for these 3 people. You are getting this complete year number by applying the function. Understand?
Okay, sir. My doubt is clear.
Okay,
Thank you,
right.
sir.
Yeah. So I hope you understand, all of you guys. This is the end of the data types. So don't worry, sir, why are you showing only diagram? How to read the description about data type? Each data type description I have given here. What is char? What is varchar2 description? What is nchar description? Nvarchar2 description, longer description. Every data type description I have given here. Understand? Description along with examples also. Understand? Okay, that's all for today. This is the end of the data types. Tomorrow onwards, we are entering into practicals. Before practicals, I want to show you installation part. Right, today I will do one thing. Already the software is available in my drive. On that softwares, I will give download option for the students who already paid the fee. So they will be downloaded. Then I will show the installation on those systems. Anything you want to ask me, guys?
Tomorrow we have class.
Tomorrow, maximum no class. That I will inform it to you. I will send a mail to you.
Okay.
Okay. So already we have discussed it. In this week, demo was started. So first weekend, second weekend, Saturdays, no class. Saturday and Sunday. But from the third week onwards, Monday to Saturday, we have the classes. That's all for today. Thank you, all of you. See you tomorrow.
Thanks.